The horrifying beasts of jungle fun. Now just a little disclaimer that this video might contain spoilers for the 2009 film Steph Jungle Fun. And also this video might contain imagery that some viewers might find very disgusting, so if you're very squeamish, click off the video now. Anyway, join us as we explore the horrifying monsters of jungle fun, the Bellevale Shoppy. So to start with the list, we obviously have to start with the Alpha Sultan of jungle fun. Belveless. Beanheadus. Steph. Steph was discovered in jungle fun as the Sultan of the territory, and is worshipped by the native staff members who feed him a strange superscrun known as the sausage roll. On peaceful mode he stood at about 5 foot 7 inches tall. However, in pissed off mode he stood up at 6 foot 9 inches tall. During his life in jungle fun he was stranded in isolation and has been looking for a companion for however long we can count. However, it met his appeasement when the staff members sacrificed the British pastry company known as Greggs. And he promised to himself that he will defend his favorite bakery company with all his strength and intelligence from the Manx and Woolleybacks who terrorize the peace in the territory. Steph stands as the last of his kind due to the evolution of viruses and other predators who hunted his species during childhood. Despite being territorial, he was kidnapped by North London explorers and put him in a travelling circus known as Sultan, Stiffy, the Scouse wonder of the world. But he escaped and rampaged across London. And he climbed up to the top of the shard and had beef with the Royal Air Force. He put up a really good fight, however with the loss of blood and the bullets riddled on his muscular body he gave up and fell off the shard and plummeted to his death. The Barontosaurus pothedas, also nicknamed as the Gentle Titan, is a child who is raised by parents who are addicted to strange plant substances known as weed. Standing to about 5 foot 10 inches tall to 6 foot 2 inches tall, the potheads usually roam around the veggie area of the jungle fun canteen and only feed peacefully on salads and leaves and wheat. As a herbivore and not very well educated, the potheads might not intend to cause harm, but they may do. Due to their large size, they may injure smaller children inside stampedes through the jungle tunnels of jungle fun, and sometimes even causing the tunnels to collapse, falling into the ball pit. Despite not trying to look intimidating, this is not a creature you want to encounter. The Carnews bichidus, also known as the one who always complains, is a 5'5", 120-pound scavenger which usually terrorizes the native staff members of Jungle Fun and always tries to get its claws on the leader of the staff members, also known as the manager. As a self-reproducing female and very protective over their children, a wandering Carnews bichidus chased the Greggs and cornered them into the women's bathroom of Jungle Fun, trying to hunt down and devour them. However, it met her demise when it got caught by something much bigger, and more intimidating. Which we will talk about right in a moment. The currypede. The currypede is a terrifying 6'3" arthropod that mainly feasts on junk food from pretty much any chippy it can find. When Greggs escaped from the Carnews bichidus, it made contact with a family of currypede. Mistaking Greggs for a pepperoni pizza or a chicken finder, they crawled onto the bodies of Greggs and tried to turn them into a nice meal. However, Greggs easily pushed them off of them, leaving the toilets to encounter the deadliest Muppet of them all.
Pepperoni pizza, chicken finger.
The Bastardosaurus mank, which translates to Wandering Wankchester Muppet, is a when peaceful 5'7" and when hunting 6'9" tall manky predator which terrorizes all of the peace in Jungle Fun and has the most responsibility for the total wipeout of Steph's former species. They are a very powerful hunter, distantly related to the ancient smackheads who used to roam the land of the northwest of England and Scotland. And they have enough power to remain on the top of the scrunny web at all times. Well, nearly on the top of the scrunny web.
Yes.
Steph has a massive hatred for this species as they moved from Manchester to Liverpool just to pick fights on other people. However, the Bastardosaurus mank isn't the only enemy Steph has in Jungle Fun. The Woolybacchus muppetus, which translates to copying soft muppet, is a when peaceful mode 5'8" to when pissed off mode 6'5" cephalopod which isn't just a menace to Jungle Fun, but a menace to Liverpool as a whole. Like the Bastardosaurus mank, Steph has a special hatred for these species, not because of the elimination of his family, but for just picking fights with him and pretending to be liverpudlian. Although they are an intimidating creature to humanity, they can be easily taken down by Steph and everyone else who is a scouser like Steph. But no matter where you're from, you will not get along with the Woolybacchus muppetus. You may have thought all of the animals that we have explained were terrifying. We are not even done. So let me introduce you to the most dangerous place a human could fall into. Welcome to the ball pit. The ball pit Arius. This monster is one big nope. Standing at a whopping 4 foot long, this parasitic worm-like beast's ancestors used to live inside the bodies of the ancient smackheads, giving them diseases no one could possibly describe. However, due to the harsh North English climate, they had to adapt in the ball pit below. When the North London explorers were balancing on a large jungle rope, Steph stepped in and pushed them off of the bridge, falling into the ball pit below, with many of them losing their lives. However, death is a more appealing option instead of falling into the jaws of the ball pit Arius. A few of the explorers were attacked by the monsters. Although they fought fiercely against the ball pit Arius, they were heavily surrounded by the beasts and eventually, they were devoured. Surely, a horrible way to go. However, this is not the only monster wandering the ball pit underneath. The Addictus bndipus, also known as the druggy species, are mythical-like nocturnal creatures who are known to also have subspecies known as the crackheads, the smackheads, the potheads, the biffheads and the methheads. Most of them are very dangerous creatures who are addicted to illegal supplements known as drugs. Although they are a global species, they are also found hibernating in the ball pits of Jungle Fun. There is loads of information and lore behind these animals. So we will do another documentary based on the Addictus bndipus in the future. The Beatles' Jungle Fun is a deadly and wild place, possibly even more dangerous than the legendary version of the territory. From the indescribable insects, to the Manchester Muppets and to the alpha predator Belle, Valus, Binheadus, Steph. To end off this documentary, I'd like to say this. Us humans are very low on the screen web. We cannot compete with the intimidating wildlife that populates the Liverpudlian Children's Centre known as Jungle Fun. We cannot even stand toe-to-toe with any of the animals there. So to end this video, the true question scientists still can't answer. What is a man to a beast?
Pepperoni pizza, chicken lasagna, pepperoni pizza, fucking thing. Pepperoni pizza, chicken lasagna. I'm a big bastard, for my fucking thing. Pumpkin or a chippy, I'm never gonna stop. Egyptian beef and gravy,